Yeah!
Where are all the workers? The Overseer was supposed to meet me hours ago. You there, do you work here? As a notary for the Quama Consortium of Necrom, I demand that you explain why production has halted. Are you aware of the irreparable harm this is inflicting on our image? The Consortium will be none too pleased. Apologies, Traveler. I came on a little strong there. I'm an auditor sent to inspect Anchor Egg Mine. It's been a few days since their last shipment, and the higher-ups are growing restless. Please, this isn't the first workers' strike I've negotiated. Wait, you don't think something dangerous happened here, do you? Well, I have expense funds for this assignment. Might I hire you as a bodyguard while I perform my audit? I'm required to inform you that as a contractor for the Quama Consortium, you are held to the highest standards of conduct. But on a personal note, thank you. Now, we'll need to inspect the pens, speak with the Overseer, and take note of the Queen. It's routine, really. Whenever the Consortium believes a mine is operating below standards, they send along an auditor to run an inspection. This usually entails the Overseer providing a comprehensive tour of the Quama pens and the mine's queen. Ulfengar. I've met him once before, back when the mine was first opened. Nord fellow, tough as rocks and sweet as salt, but a hard worker. You want that in an Overseer. To be honest, I'm surprised he's late. It's definitely out of the ordinary. I haven't the faintest idea. I was only sent along to conduct an audit, though the Consortium did seem rather on edge. They said I should expect to hear all sorts of excuses, from cave-ins to cultists. Laughable, I know, but it's part of the job. I shouldn't jump to conclusions, especially when I haven't had the chance to assess anything yet. But yes, my employers certainly seem to think so. After all, not every worker keeps their company's best interests in mind. Oh yes, a healthy Quama Queen is as good as gold around here. Their eggs are a staple food for Dark Elves. The Consortium outfits these mines with the best tools and workers money can buy. The Quama Consortium of Necrom oversees the care and husbandry of egg mines on the peninsula. Their export of eggs is second to none, but even one mine operating below expectations can lead to grumbles among shareholders. Myself and others like me, yes, auditors, adjusters if you will, we assess the egg mines to ensure they continue to meet the Consortium's production standards. Though that's certainly not to say I'm irreplaceable. Anchor Egg is a particularly important mine. It may seem dramatic, but I'm convinced any failure here will result in my dismissal. It isn't easy for an outsider like myself to be accepted into a Telvanni business, so yes, I'm a bit worried. More activity in the mine, but... oh, by the green. What happened here? From my notes, I think this was Gyne, one of the chief egg hens. Gyne was a very talented egg tender. Came highly recommended from one of our other mines. No, but he had a smile almost as glowing as his recommendations. Felt like he lit up the room when he came by the Consortium to turn in his paperwork. Yes, of course. You are taking the lead down here after all. Which part of the audit do you wish to know more about? Someone's alive? Let's hurry.
Now you are a welcome sight. Please tell me the way out of here is clear. We were starting to lose any hope of escape. Sure as bones. I ask for aid and they send an auditor. At this rate, there won't be a mine left to audit. I'm Overseer Ulfengar. The egg tenders behind me are Morsa and Barlock. We barely managed to escape the Quama, let alone those damned cultists. Yes, I sent word days ago asking for more guards. We first saw them sneaking around the mine, but now they've broken in somewhere near the hatchery. They've whipped the Quama into a frenzy, and I'm worried they're trying to poison the clutch. Fomessa went looking for survivors down the southern ramp. An egg tender Gain left to scout the southeastern passageways for a way out. I ended up here with Morsa and Barlock. If there are others alive out there, you'd know better than me. Gain dead. That man loved these Quama like they were his own kin. I can't imagine how he felt having to face them like this. Last I saw Fomessa, she was heading south on the ramps, looking for survivors. Perhaps she made it out? One of the egg hands, Gain, noticed young Quama returning to their pens with green slime. A few days later, we started spotting cultists skulking about. What better way to poison a clutch than to taint the young ones? But there has to be more to it. There are plenty other mines across the peninsula. Killing this brood would only be an inconvenience to the consortium. But yet the cultists are here in full force. I'm certain there must be more to their plan, but I have to look out for the miners.
Fomessa, is she... Oh, no. I met Fomessa during an inspection just a few seasons ago. She was a hard worker. Terrible sight seeing her like that. She was kind to me during my last visit. Workers aren't too keen on consortium auditors, but she... well, she learned my name and I learned hers. They've torn each other apart. Look, a notice on the pen. Let's see what it says.
Ah, scholarship. I can smell it from here.
Green ichor. Could that be the source of this frenzy? This poor hive. By the green. This is ghastly. I can't even begin to surmise the damage. I haven't the faintest clue. But whatever it was has done incalculable damage to the mine.
The Afflicted's ichor has proven most effective. It has made short work of this egg mine.
This contagion will destroy Necrom's boots and leave them begging for Lord Periite's mercy.
Gods, all this destruction, all this suffering. Why are they doing this?
Agitation, laceration, wounded.
You can stop the oncoming
Those cultists have done irreparable harm to this egg mine. But at least you dealt with their leader. Thank you. Now what have they done to her? The mine is dead without its queen. Perhaps we can still harvest her pheromone gland? It's the only thing that might help us rebuild. Thank you. The Consortium may be able to rebuild the hive with that. Poor thing. That's everything. Let's head outside. The Overseer and the others should have made it out by now. Overseer, I'm glad you all made it out. With your expertise in the Queen's pheromone gland, we should be able to reopen the mine in...
Reopen the mine? After the Consortium left us to die? To sovereign God with this mine. You've got the Queen's gland, re-queen the mine yourself. We're leaving.
Orphangar, please reconsider. Orphangar? Friend, can you please talk to the Overseer? The people of Necrom will starve without this mine.
If Sindieth had wandered in here alone and gotten herself killed, how long before the Consortium sent another to find us? A day? A week? We're lucky someone of your mettle was nearby. You have my thanks, friend. Truly. It failed the moment those Consortium hawkers chose to ignore my letters. Does Sindieth really think a queen's gland and some elbow grease will be enough to put that place to rights? You saw what those cultists were doing. It's blighted. Finished. So it's my burden then. Sure as bones. Those bastards are just greedy enough to risk it, aren't they? With a fresh queen's gland. Ah! No, we'd need an army of egg hands, alchemists, a staffed garrison. The Consortium would never agree to it. Well, I guess we'll find out. Let me see this gland. And tell Sindieth we'll stay on if the Consortium provides all the staff and resources I need. The moment they hedge, I'm leaving. And taking Malsa and Barlek with me. Necrom be damned.
Looks like I'll be able to take care of those little critters again after all. If my arm gets better, at any rate. Thank you for the hand back there. Drinks are on me if we ever run into you again.
If the foreman is confident about going back into the mine, then I am too. Hopefully, Sindieth can keep her promise to help as well. And thank you so much for pulling us out of there.
That sounded like it went well. Please tell me you have some good news. I really need something to soften the blow of this report to my superiors at the Consortium. Oh, trust me, I'll make sure the Consortium does what is right. To send an auditor in place of soldiers? Unbelievable. The safety of the people of Necrom is my highest priority. Take my thanks, and everything that I owe you.
Good. You can start by making sure the families of those lost in the mine are properly taken care of.
Of course. Honoring those lost is the first step towards making things right. The first of many.